at y'all once again. About to hit y'all with everything I can. Blatant. Straight facts. Raw, uncut cocaine. We ain't putting no cut in this video at all. So, some people say it doesn't affect you, Tawan, or it doesn't affect other people if people continue to pick bad men or bad women. But is that really true? Is that really true? In a way, no. But in a way, yes. Because the problem is, people only think about themselves. They don't think about everybody. They don't think about the domino effect that it has. Let's study this and analyze this for a little bit. So let's just say a lot of women are picking bad men and they keep getting done wrong and destroyed and having kids by the wrong men and shit. Let's just say you're a good guy. You're trying to tell me that doesn't affect that guy? That guy wants a woman, right? Everybody wants somebody, right? At some point. So, if all these women have, if a man looks and say, well, I don't want to deal with baby daddy drama. I don't want to deal with a woman who has trust issues and thinks that I'm a dogger like every man. I don't want to deal with a woman who hates men now because of the other men, etc., etc. Same thing with a lot of men. A lot of these men are the way they are because of some woman. You might not have done it. You might not have done dude wrong, but somebody did. And now he's like, hey, man, look, man, I'm bitter. I'm bitter because, you know, the girl I tried to get with played me, so now I'm going to be a dog. It does affect everybody. Believe that. Everything we do has an effect on other people, honestly. It might not seem like it do, but it does, even if it's small. It could be the smallest shit. And we're not even talking about your kids. We're not even talking about your kids. We're not even talking about your little son that don't have a real man in his life to tell him, hey, son, don't be just going around dogging women like this and fucking every woman you see and having a kid while you're still a kid, or thinking it's all about sex with females. That affects people. It does affect people. It affects you. I'm going to give you an example. Well, all these men want to do is fuck. All these men do is look at women as sex objects. Yeah, you know why? Because most women have caused that. Same vice versa. All these women do, they look at a man for his wallet and all that bullshit. All they care about if you light skin or dark skin, and women don't want to submit and all this. Yeah, you know why? Because other men have done them wrong. So don't give me that bullshit that it doesn't affect people. It does. But I'm still going to stick to my guns. If you are a person that says these men don't appreciate good women or men, but yet you are overlooking good women and men, you're the same. You are no different. You're part of the problem. You're just like them. You're no different, man. I'm just being honest. Everything has an effect. You know how many women will look at a guy like, and leave me alone because some other man did her wrong. So now she want to take it out on this guy who ain't done nothing to her. He just trying to come up to her and speak. So you're telling me that doesn't have an effect on that guy? Of course it does. That's why I just stay to myself, because I see that. That's why I would never date. And if I did, it would be one person. It wouldn't be multiple people. And that's another thing why we on the topic. People out here, they're trying to date people, and they're not realizing that people are not going to just stick to one person at a time. They're going to date multiple people. Why? Because of shit that other people have done. Therefore, it has an effect on you. Everything men do has an effect on me, some way or another, when it comes to the opposite sex. It's very few people that are going to overlook everything that men do and not because even we weary like, oh, this man's probably lying. This guy probably full of shit. That's rare. It's human nature. If a lot of women do you wrong, it's human nature to be like, man, she probably just like the rest. Let me start watching this girl. Or nah, I'm not going to take her on a dinner date because other women use men. You see? There's a perfect example. Why don't men take women on dates? Because other women have used men for dates. So you could say, I could say, hey, why are you mad? That don't affect you. Why do you care? Yes, it does affect you. Or I could say, why do you care if men pick bad women? It does affect a good woman. If she's not willing to do the bullshit that bad women are doing to get a man, it affects her. She don't want to show her body, right? But guess what? Most men ain't even going to fuck with her because of that. She don't want to sleep with him on the first night. So guess what? The men are going to run off and go deal with the woman that will, right? That affects that woman. She might be single for life. So you can't tell me it doesn't affect. Believe that. That's why I stay on these dudes' tails. And these women's tails. It ain't, when it comes to me, it ain't just all women, women, women. Nah, because I understand that behind that woman bullshit, I understand that a lot of men are the big cause of that. So I'd be foolish to let them slide without saying so. I'm going to say something. Most men are going to take it as hating and all that bullshit because all they care about is pussy. Keep the code, dog. Okay, keep the code, and guess what? It's going to have an effect on your daughter. It might. I hope not, but there's a good chance it might. There's a good chance your daughter's going to run into one of these knuckleheads who are thinking like you're thinking. Which goes back to what I said. It does have an effect on everybody. You don't have to do something to not have it. You don't have to do something to not be affected by it. Did you do something to supposedly deal with this coronavirus? God forbid, but what if you died from the virus? Did you do anything? Was that your fault? Not really. A lot of people out here who are trying to find people, it's not their fault the way the world is. You know, it's not your fault that most people don't appreciate good women or men. It's not your fault that if you text a woman back immediately, she's going to think that she really don't want you, or she got you in the bag, or I want the guy that's ignoring me and all this other bullshit. That's not your fault, but it has an effect on you. I'm the one who likes clean steaks, but I get the vibe that I'm not getting the same, so I fall back. And guess what? You know what? Why sometimes you're not getting that, why you think that they're not liking you like you do? Because everybody's paranoid. Everybody's like, oh, if I show this girl I like her, hey, this is a perfect example. What did you do? You might be a good woman. You might not have really done men wrong like that, right? But guess what? Most men that you're going to deal with, they're going to play that game of, I'm going to act like I can't show I'm that interested, because all the other women, when I do that, what they do? They act like players and act like they don't care and shit. So that affects you. Think about it. You be like, man, this motherfucker ain't hit me back for 3 days. Yeah, because he's playing this game of, I'm busy. I'm going to leave you on red, even though I like you or really like you, but I'm going to act like I'm mad at you or don't want you or some other dumb shit that people do. Stupidity. But they do this. And it's all because of your gender, man. Stop letting your gender slide. Just like women taking up for other women just because they're a woman. Not because right or wrong. Right women should take up for right women, but you got women taking up for wrong women just because they're women, and that has an effect on women, because now instead of you calling the bad women out like, hey man, y'all making all these men turn bad, y'all gotta stop this bullshit. Either y'all get y'all shit together, leave these men alone. Instead of this shit, women will take up for these women and give them a pass and allow them to keep doing their fucking. So it's going to affect you, because a lot of men are going to see that, especially men who are actually good men that have shit to offer. They like, shit, I don't want to deal with this. And why do I say men who are good and have shit to offer? Because they actually care. They actually want to, like, put their heart in danger of possibly getting hurt and shit like that and get played. The men who don't give a fuck, of course they don't care. And that's why they usually getting all the women, because they don't care about being in the mix with a bunch of women, because they don't care if this woman's playing me or not. I don't care. I just want the pussy, right? That's what they think. But men who actually care, like, man, I want a woman, but I ain't even trying to get played, man. Fuck that shit. I'll just stay to myself. That's why y'all can't find a good man. And the same thing with women. You know, the same thing with women, why women won't submit and all this other bullshit. It's because of the way men are. Men don't get it through their fucking heads, though. They don't get it. You taking up for the player. because it's cool. So I'm going to take up for the player, but then I'm going to complain about how females are. That's stupidity. Don't you get it? You are taking up for the fucking enemy that is making women bad. You're taking up for the one that is basically committing robbery, doing a woman wrong, destroying women. But you don't care. You don't care until it's your daughter. Now I want to go get a gun and go to jail for the rest of my life so my daughter don't have a dad. But you didn't care when it was your boys, though, doing it to somebody else's daughter, though. Like I said, raw and uncut shit, I'm not taking no sugarcoating. No sugarcoating. Y'all lucky I'm running out of time. I gotta get in this store, man. Y'all so fucking lucky because I was on this shit. I was perfectly on this video. But that's about it, man. It affects us all, man. And understand why a lot of men are moving the way they are. You know, it's your same gender that's doing it. It's not fair. You know what I mean? And it's no excuse. Let me say this before I get off. I'm not giving a man an excuse because other women did him wrong. I'm not giving a woman an excuse to do men wrong because other men have done her wrong. But that's what it's from. It doesn't make it right, but it's the truth. That's why that's why most women are players, dog. It's not because of me. I didn't play you. I didn't leave you a baby, a single mother. But guess what? She's still scarred from that. So now I got to pay for it. Now you got to pay for it. I don't trust men. You lying, Twan, just like the rest. You a liar. I don't trust you. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust you. Fuck that shit. I don't really appreciate men no more. He gonna play me anyway, so let me fuck this other guy too. Shit like that. What I don't understand is how can a man who watched his mother get hurt by a father hurt another woman? Same way a woman hurts men. Not every man does this. So it's not every woman or man that does this. I don't understand it either. I don't understand how a man can see not having a father and then not be a father to his kid. I don't know. Just certain people. It's not everybody. Everybody don't do this shit. You see what I'm saying? I don't see how people get hurt by somebody, you know, get played by a woman or man, and then turn around and do it to somebody. I don't get that shit, but people do it every fucking day. Every fucking day. But I'm out of time for you now, man. After this story, I'll have a lunch, but I probably won't be in the vibe of how I'm speaking this shit right now. So I'm just gonna let y'all go, man. Y'all have a good day. I'm sure I put enough in that video for y'all to get it, man. That's what it boils down to, man. Bottom fucking line. That's why, like old girl said, she falls back when she doesn't see the person giving the same energy. But a lot of times that could be bad because the person really might like you. They just think that you don't like them. Or they think if they show too much interest, you're not going to like them. And this is so fucking true. Just like if a woman feel, man, I want to fuck the guy, give him the pussy, but if I do, he probably going to start acting like he don't care, he got me and all this other bullshit, which is true. It's fucking facts. You can't even tell a woman you like her half the time without her, I don't like him now. I got him. Let me go in my phone and talk to these other guys that ain't paying me no attention. It's bullshit, but that's the way it is. That's the way life is, man. And what we gonna do about it? I don't want to come out my pocket and give a woman $500 on, you know, a date or something, a first date. Oh, let me give you $500 to keep you interested. But that's the way men have made it. And if you not coming out, oh, Twan, you not coming out of 500? Yeah, I know you got all that money for the future for me, but you're not coming out of 500 tonight. So I'm gonna go fuck with a DJ down the street because I know he will, because he don't really care. All he wants is the pussy for the night. So he's willing to give me the 500, whether he know me or not. You see how that works? That's what you dealing with. That's what you dealing with. You dealing with men simping, don't even know the woman. And guess what? They're gonna gravitate towards that. Not knowing that you really the better choice, the better long-term option. But you just trying to see if she really like you. But she don't see it that way. She just see it as, he's willing to give me this now, you're not, goodbye. Same thing with a man. The woman be like, man, I'm one of the most freakiest women in the world, man. I'll suck this motherfucker dry. It's after he proves that he really want to be with me, right? But men be like, nah, she don't want to fuck me tonight. Not knowing that the girls only like that because she don't want to fuck. She don't fuck everybody. But they'll just run after the ones that, she give me some pussy, now I'll fuck her. Not knowing that she do that with everybody. You see that? So the good women that don't want to fuck a man right away without knowing them, she gets lost in the sauce. They're going to pick the other girls that will. And I'm not saying if a woman did fuck a guy on the first night, that automatically puts her in a bad girl's category. I'm not saying that she might just like that guy that much, but y'all get the point. I'm not even saying if a man gave a woman some money on the first date or whatever makes him bad. But y'all get the point that I'm trying to make, man. Y'all have a good day, man. I got nothing more to say. I got nothing more to say about it. You get it or you don't.